Hi everyone, my name is Brianna Lacey. I'm a first grade teacher at Roosevelt Elementary. This is my second time here doing curriculum instruction program at National Lewis for my master's program. I am currently getting familiar with curriculum and what it is. I did take the course 511 and I really struggled because it was like a lot of information to intake. I didn't know that when learning about curriculum, it's so more much than you actually studying a curriculum that you're implementing in your classroom, but you have to go deeper into context about what curriculum is, and the different types of I want to say resources they have to go to find out what curriculum. I did take the course by 11, like I said just a few minutes ago. I did struggle with that course. One, two or three takeaways that one was the hidden curriculum. I never knew what hidden curriculum is. So basically, hidden curriculum is something that's not implementing your lesson plan. That's something that just magically appears. So say if I'm talking about animals and science, but then I switched the topic to like how can I see some like if I switch the topic up and just throw in something such as like plants, right? But it's not in my curriculum. It's not telling my students what they be learning. But then we talk about plants, and then it just throws everything off. I never knew what hidden curriculum is. I never ran upon it before. Most of my assignments that I got in my courses that I'm taking now is all in the syllabus. It was nothing like the professor pull any hidden tricks out the hat to where like we talking about we studying this week, and then next you know she's talking about something else that we're not even studying. So I'm not even familiar with the hidden curriculum until I took course 511. Another takeaway I can't even recall because that class has so much information to it. Like I was getting lost and confused. I'm gonna just be real honest. Just overall taking this program, I thought curriculum instruction would be like a breeze, but actually it's really like a challenge for me that I am really suffering. I mean, not suffering, but I'm really like having a hard time to dissect everything. But I feel like once I get going in my terms and my semesters, it's pretty much gonna start clicking to me while I'm dissecting all the information. After watching the TED Talk, I want to say I really enjoy it. The most part that I really took in was when he was talking about how you can make a curriculum engaging instead of not bringing boring. Like if parents at the dinner table talking to their children, asking what they learn at school, right? And most kids like, oh, we learn ABCs. And so basically you want the parents to dive deeper with their students. Like, what about ABCs? Let's tie it into the real world. If you go to the zoo, show me something in the zoo that starts with the A, an animal in the zoo. So basically starting it in. And then basically with teachers, I feel like we got to find ways to make our students engage in the curriculum now because I teach already at my school, and already reading is very, very boring. So now I have to find supplement work to make it engagement because if not, I feel like my students are not getting challenged with this curriculum because it's like I'm asking them the questions. And sometimes I say, let's dive deeper. But then sometimes they tell me, then I have to redirect them to what I'm looking for. But at the end of the day, I have to still end up telling them the answer instead of for them telling me what they're learning. So it's really a struggle using the iReady curriculum for reading. For math, I really love it because I am that teacher that love to tie in real life situations when I do real life things or using real world examples when I do my math. I even like to plug in my students' names. So if I'm reading a problem style question, I take the names out and add my students to make it more engaging, more fun. I do this thing called Four Corners where I read a problem out. I have my students go in each corner to whether they agree, strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. And whatever corner they go in, I have them talk about with their peers. Then we bring it back together, and then we explain to why they either disagree, strongly disagree, agree, or agree with their answers. Basically, just open up their minds and expanding their vocabulary. They train the thought to see if they actually understood what they was being taught. And it's very engaging. And it's not them just always sitting at the desk doing work. But other than that, I am ready to go deeper. and learning more about curriculum as I'm entering this course. And I hope I could be very successful and really start dissecting the information. Thank you.